Guys, welcome back to Strong Successful Male. So for today, I'm going to be responding to a question I got from a viewer to one of my videos I did a couple weeks ago dealing with basically, it was a video where a woman was complaining that there are no good men to marry. And in the video, she went all these different reasons, but one of the big reasons was that basically there aren't enough guys out there that have college degrees or advanced degrees that match up with the women out there, because we all know in this day and age, women are obviously pursuing higher degrees than most men, and a lot of times many multiple degrees, useless degrees many times in my opinion, and so forth. And they, as I've said before in other videos, that women, they're always searching for a guy with higher status than them that they can look up to, okay? Because at the end of the day, that's what they really want, a high value man. The thing is, obviously, you're going to have less guys out there that are seeking higher degrees, or maybe they just get their bachelor's in college and that's that. Who the hell knows? I mean, right now, it's becoming pretty obvious for a lot of people that going to college and spending all the money on the student loans and all that doesn't justify the job they get when they get out. And they got this huge, many decades of student loans they got to pay. So a lot of guys, especially guys that are obviously smarter with money, are saying, fuck that bullshit, and they're getting themselves a good trade. Unfortunately, you know, a guy that has a trade and not a college degree isn't perceived as high value compared to a guy that has a master's in something or a doctorate or PhD or whatever, right? And so anyhow, this guy, he asked basically, hey, he's 18 years old. He wants to go in the military, I guess 5 years. And when he gets out, he wants to start a business with a family member and eventually go into a civilian job outside the military. And he wants to know, hey, if I'm going to do this, if I'm going to, not go to college, does that mean pretty much I can't get women? And so obviously a misunderstanding occurred, because to answer that question, yes, you can still get women, all right? And so any guys that may be confused about that, let me just clear that up here, is that, yes, you're going to have women out there that absolutely, if you don't go to college or have a degree in something, even if it's some bullshit degree, if you don't have that degree, they're not going to give you the time of day. I mean, that's just how things are, okay? And you know what? Don't worry about them, okay? Because they're going to be a pain in the ass anyway. But there are also plenty of women out there that, even though they may ideally want a guy that has a degree or some status, if you're doing well for yourself, whatever it happens to be, that's not going to be a problem. But you make up for it in other areas, okay? Because here's the thing, guys. It's not like you're going to be walking around out in public with a sign on your shirt laying out all your accomplishments in life. The woman's not going to find this out until she actually gets to know you a little bit. Like, again, this is for guys that are dating, pickup, and all that. Obviously, if you meet up, you go on a date or something like that, and obviously you start talking, things come out. You may not have the college degree, but if she's kind of like, so-so on that, it's not the biggest deal to her. If she likes you, if you're obviously doing well for yourself and things like that, she's attracted to you, it's not going to be a problem, okay? So for any of you that are concerned about that, like, oh shit, I'm not going to get laid now because I'm not going to college. No, it's not going to happen, okay? Thing is, you don't want to be sitting on your ass all day playing video games, doing nothing with your life. You got to do something with your life. But that doesn't mean you have to go to college to accomplish something, to be successful. This guy said here he wants to go in the military for a number of years. Great for him. I respect that. And then he wants to start a business with a family member. Now, granted, he's young and he's 18, obviously, so a lot can happen in that time period. But let's just say, for argument's sake, he did that. Went in the military, did it for 5 years, did his 5 years, got out, started a business with a family member, whatever that business happened to be, whatever he happens to be good at or the family member's good at. Starts off, all businesses in the beginning take time to be successful. It's very rare to have an overnight success. But let's just say in a few years, you're making some money, doing okay, but it's your business. You're going to attract women because of the fact that you're happy, you're proud of yourself, you put off that vibe into the world, okay? That's attractive, okay? As opposed to some guy that has a college degree, but he hates his job, he's miserable, he's up to his eyeballs in student loans, and he's walking around with a dark cloud around his fucking head, okay? So, at the end of the day, like I said, there are women out there that won't give you the time of the day because you don't have the college degree, but that does not mean you can't get women. It's at the end of the day, there are plenty that are going to be like, maybe they'd want the degree, maybe impress mom and dad for the guy they're with, but at the end of the day, or their friends, I point that out, but they're not going to really care so much compared to other women that will. But like I said, those women that really care, fuck them. Who cares? Let them be somebody else's problem. But whatever you're doing that's not obviously with a college degree, go at it 100%. Really make something of yourself. And if you start your own business, guess what? You do well, you start making money, and guess what? You end up making more money than these guys that have these fancy college degree and some bullshit thing, and have all these student loans. And you can do well for yourself. You drive a nice car, wearing nice clothes, have a nice place to live, have money in the bank and your investments, and you're doing well for yourself. End of story. You're going to feel good about yourself. That's going to attract women, okay? Now, don't get me wrong. These same women that won't give a guy the time of day because he doesn't have the college degree, trust me, if a guy rolled up next to him in a Ferrari and he's wearing a suit, and obviously you can tell he's got money, all of a sudden those same women aren't going to care that he doesn't have a college degree. But most average guys that don't go to school, that pursue a trade and do well for themselves or start a business, they're not going to be driving in a Ferrari. Now, I'm not telling you guys to go out there and get a Ferrari just so you can get women, okay? I'm not saying you do that. If you can afford a Ferrari and you have all the resources to do so and you want a Ferrari, cool, get it for yourself. And as a side benefit, yeah, there are, but at the end of the day, they're going to go for it because they're gold diggers and want your money anyway. But just work on yourself. And also, by the way, while I'm thinking about it, so if you're doing dating apps and all that, where people obviously list things like what degrees they have, or some college, or a 4-year degree, or income and all that stuff, obviously that's going to be a very easy way for a woman to be like swipe past you if you don't have the college degree, and that's what they're looking for. But if you're meeting somebody out in real life, like people used to do before dating apps and all that shit, wherever you are, out at a bar, at a club, at a party, in the line at the grocery store, at the gym, anywhere, again, you start talking, she likes your personality, sees you have confidence, thinks you're good looking, she finds you attractive for whatever reason, she likes you, and then you're out. But you already get her in a manner of speaking because she already likes you enough to go out with you. And when you start talking and she finds out you don't have a college degree, but you're happy in your life, you're doing well for yourself in your trade or the business you started or whatever it is, without the college degree, a lot of women aren't going to care. They're going to like you and see that you're passionate about something, because women love guys who have passion. Don't ask me why, but they just do, so understand that. And you're passionately talking about what you do in life, that you're happy, you're doing well for yourself, and it ain't going to matter. So that was my very long answer to this guy's question that, yes, he can still get girls, he can still get laid, just he's not going to get all the women, but again, who cares, okay? Plenty of options out there. 8 billion people on the planet, half of them are women, plenty of options. So just do what makes you happy. Make yourself happy, pursue what makes you happy in life, and go for it, okay? Sky's the limit what you can accomplish. And as a side benefit, yes, you're going to be able to get women. So all boils down to your character, your personality, your confidence, and your passion. So, all right, hope that clears that up for anybody that may have been confused about that. Yes, you can get women. So, all right, guys, that's it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. And be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.